Ugomma's parents were poor, but her father didn't like Ugomma because things get worse the moment Ugomma was born. She made Ugomma's mother suffer with Ugomma and never took responsibility of being her father. Ugomma's mother suffered till she died and left Ugomma at the age of 2. Her father married another wife the moment Ugomma turned 4. Ugomma's stepmother hated Ugomma with everything in her. From the day she stepped her foot into Ugomma's father's house and her eyes met with the 4 years old Ugomma, a hatred for Ugomma started that day. 5 years after she was married to Ugomma's father, she was unable to get pregnant, and her hatred for Ugomma became stronger because she thought she was the little witch that tied her womb. Ugomma's father was in deep thought, wondering about his heart, how he couldn't see for the fact that the wife was unable to conceive for the past 5 years, and began to nurse the same feeling as his wife towards his daughter. Ugomma was 11 years when her stepmother's hatred for her grew more and more. She will beat her up at every slightest opportunity. Ugomma hug everything her stepmother will give to her to hug, and yet come back and met no food for her. She will cry of hunger, but her stepmother will say nothing to her. Ugomma will watch her stepmother eating. She will cry and plead, and yet she will feel no pity for her, despite the fact that she keeps abusing her and her late mother every single day. Ugomma's father never stopped her wife from the hatred and maltreatment she was meting on her. Ugomma was walking one day and she sat under the mango tree along the road. She saw mango on the floor and she picked them and began to eat happily. An old woman who owned the mango tree and the mangoes came and saw her. She asked who she was and why sitting under her mango tree outside her hut, eating mangoes without her permission. Little Ugomma got terrified and began to cry and plead for the old woman not to punish her. She told her she was very hungry and starving for days, always hawking every day for her wicked stepmother. Ugomma narrated everything to the old woman. The old woman felt so much pity for her and asked her to live with her henceforth, and she should start calling her grandmother. "Call me Mama Nuko. I am Mama Nuko," she said. And Mama Nuko took little Ugomma in, wiped her tears and gave her water to have a good bath and change her clothes. Mama Nuko has been living alone for years. She lost her husband and her 2 children the same day many years ago. Mama Nuko was happy that she has someone to live with her, more so like a grandchild after many years. 2 years after, Mama Nuku's cousin that has abandoned her for many years heard she was harboring a strange child and took care of her. She came and was full of rage. She came to chase Ugomma away. She wanted her cousin to die lonely. Mama Nuku came to love Ugomma so much that she see her as a granddaughter. Grandmother Mama Nuku and her cousin started a serious argument that called the attention of the villagers as they gathered to watch them. Mama Nuku refused to let go of little Ugomma, who has lived with her for 2 years, and she takes care of her as a granddaughter and has grown to love her so much, which made the villagers begin to wonder what will make Mama Nuku love a girl she picked from nowhere so much. A few years after, Ugomma had grown into a very beautiful young lady. She was admired by all the men in the village. Ugomma's stepmother never even bothered to look for her all these years. Ugomma's father was always in deep thought, even as she never loved the mother and the daughter, but never wished her dead or missing. Yet he never bothered to look for her, neither a wife. One day, Ugomma was coming back from the market where she went to buy some fruit for her foster grandmother, Mama Nuku. She met a very handsome young man who came to the village from the city to visit his paternal grandmother. They both smiled at each other as their eyes met. They got talking, and it was more like love at first sight. Ugomma rushed home to tell her foster grandmother what happened. Mama Nuku smiled at her beautiful granddaughter and could sense she was in love with the man already from her constant smile and glow. Mama looked at Ugomma and told her she's in love. Ugomma tried to deny, but Mama Nuku reminded her that she watched her grow from a little girl to a beautiful young woman that she has become, and many men has come for her, but she never wanted anyone. Ugomma became shy and still tried to deny that fact she's already in love with the man. Ugomma left the house that evening and went to sit by the river shore to feel the atmosphere as she was basking in the euphoria of the moment and what she was feeling. The handsome man was in love with her too. He couldn't wait to make her his wife. He came down with his people to pay Ugomma's bride price. Ugomma went back to her father's house to show herself to her and met her father wandering about the house, thinking of Ugomma's whereabouts for over 20 years. He was shocked to see Ugomma also grown into a very beautiful woman when Ugomma called at him. Ugomma was happy to see her father again after so many years. She thought she wouldn't meet her father alive. She didn't owe any grudges against the father and her stepmother. Ugomma's father and her stepmother knelt down before Ugomma and her husband, asking for forgiveness in tears. She forgave them because Ugomma has a very beautiful heart. Ugomma's husband took all of them with Mama Nuku to the city, and they got married, and they were very happy living together. What do you learn from this story? Please drop your comments in the comment section. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And the moral lesson of this story is the rejected stone will always become the chief cornerstone. Don't reject anybody you see today because you don't know what tomorrow may be. Thank you as we wait to give you another story.